Happy Thursday, everybody. It's another show with Maiekayla. TMI with Maiekayla. I have somebody special here in the room today. The queen of them all, the mother of the queens. I have Miss Ellen Stokes.
Hello.
With Fabulous Pageants. So you guys hear me talk all the time about pageantry. So it's all because of this lady right here. She was the reason why all of this has happened for me. So finally, we get to talk. And if you guys know, I was with her all of these events before. It's always us. It's always us. We're taking pictures.
And you left me.
I didn't leave you. Don't turn this into emotional. We don't like sensitive people at the Ellen, right? Just kidding. All right, so you guys literally at the Ellen and I were always going to events all the time, taking pictures. We go travel together. We get mad at each other. We go nya, 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 together. So I'm happy that she's finally on the show. We always talk about pageantry. So actually, At the Ellen has her own story of how pageantry happened for her. Do you want to open up about that? So I read your book, the first book. So she actually has a book out, but it's in developing stages right now, right?
Yes, still in developing stages. But it's already out, actually.
Yeah.
I still need to
You need to what?
edit it.
Oh, okay. So
Add more to it.
So if you guys seen it or read it, it's on Amazon, right?
Yes, Fabulous Inside Out.
Oh, Fabulous Inside Out. So at the Ellen, can you give us more information about what the show or what the book is about? Tell us how you got into pageantry.
It's through my personal experience growing up. I don't have any mentor or nobody's empowering me at all. So I learned everything on my own. And because of my experience, I wanted to be fabulous inside out, and nobody's doing that for me. So I did it for me.
Yeah. Okay, you did it for yourself.
Yeah.
How did you start though? What made you wanna start doing pageantry?
Oh, well, going through the, watching it in TV, like Miss Universe and all the pageants that's going on. It's very exciting how you kind of like look at the girls and said, oh, I think she's going to win,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have your own pick. And then at the end of the contest or the pageant and you won and it makes you really happy. And I said, oh, maybe I can do this in Las Vegas, help young girls to be in pageantry. And so I have to learn it all on my own through attending pageants and being a contestant, being a judge, going through Googles and find more information. And finally, I went ahead and get my license in 2017.
Wow.
And start from there.
Wow. So this has been happening since 2017, right?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so she's not just the owner of beauty pageants. She also competed. She went through it. She learned the ups and downs with it. What do you feel like? So I didn't just compete for At the Ellen's pageant. I actually also worked with her. So I got to see like other sides of the pageant world besides just being a competitor. As a business owner, what do you feel has been your struggle in the pageant world, owning this business, producing events, finding girls, all of that? What was the biggest struggle?
The biggest struggle is finding the girls. I don't know what's going on with the pageant industry, but maybe there's some negative stuff there. But if you are into finding your fabulous, this is our pageant here. So that's the main struggle, is getting the word out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second part is sponsorship. Not too many businesses are supporting the pageantry, maybe because they don't know the idea or what's going on in the pageant world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you find out or you understand what it is all about, then a lot of businesses will be supporting it.
Yeah, yeah. So I know your pageant is actually very different from
Yes.
other pageants. So at the Ellen really tries to find your fabulous inside and out. So this is different from other pageants. Can you explain why your mission is different? Explain what you guys are all about from the other
We are not
competitions?
all about beauty and brain, but it's all about the person itself. A lot of our girls are not in competition in pageantry. They start fresh
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know anything. So we kind of like train them how to walk, how to be a lady, how to put makeup on, and how to be a different person from where they were.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we achieve that, the stage is just like a graduation for them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's always fun to see what they learn from the past on that stage, at that moment on that stage. And it's very fascinating to see them, and it's really self-gratifying.
Yeah. How do you feel like pageantry affected in your own personal life, even as a business owner, even when you compete, or just even just being somebody who's part of the pageant world? How has it affect you personally?
Personally, well, I learned to be more patient, to be more people person, to be more friendly, and to listen more, and to just be happy seeing this girl or someone growing up.
Yeah, that's true. You guys, well, within how long have you met? Have you known each other?
2019?
Wow, it's been that long already. 29, 21. Wow.
And you and I click right away.
Oh, we clicked.
It's not favoritism.
Rawr. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys hear there's no favoritism. I didn't even win the crown, you guys. We're just no, I'm very grateful for you at the Ellen.
Thank
We
you.
we don't talk about emotion here.
I get emotionally when I talk about it.
Oh, okay. I want to see you cry. Go ahead, cry. I
have
seen
it, a
her
little
cry
bit.
one time. You guys on the plane. We're flying. Where did we go? We flew.
Yeah.
We flew to where was it?
Utah.
Utah. And then this is the first time I'm reading her book. She's already crying next to me. I haven't got to the chapter yet at the Helen. Wait, I haven't read that part of your life yet.
I'm ahead of you.
But I know she was already. Oh, did you read this part yet? I'm not yet there. You're ruining the surprise. But no, I'm very grateful for you at the Ellen.
Thank you. I'm grateful to you too.
Oh, don't make me throw something at you. But do you feel like maybe there is like? Do you feel like in the pageant world it opens up some like insecurity sometimes? What do you think?
Insecurity from the girls? Or from
Just-
me? Or,
Just like I guess like the industry. What do you think?
oh, the industry is really hard.
Yeah.
But like I said, if they find out what pageantry is all about, what it can do to a person when they join the pageantry, and more girls are going to come up, and more parents are going to support their children or their daughter to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, look at our Bonnie. She's my example, you know. Look at you, of course, and Arbrea and the
Aw.
other girls that are pursuing after the pageantry,
Yeah.
you know. So some people, it might help some other people, some people are not. But actually, the experience itself, it will stay with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
The experience itself is already enough. Like whether you win or not. That's why I'm saying, like just the experience alone, whether you meet people or whether I'm telling you, this is like a whole nother experience you can't get out of like a regular day basis. You know.
Yes.
So that is true. I am gonna say I feel like everything that has opened up with the pageant world, like there's a lot of pressure. Actually, there's a lot of pressure, not just while you compete. Even I want to say the whole industry. I feel like sometimes it there's pressure. There's a and
Too
I think
much.
even as a business owner too. And then you meet all these people. I think there's just like a lot of pressure, and sometimes maybe insecurities may like come up, like, oh, I'm surrounded by all these other successful business owners, and then you're trying to like make your business known, and then sometimes it could come back at you, and then it's hard sometimes, right, as a business owner, and then in the industry where it's always they're known for like looks and glamour, and then sometimes people thinks like, oh, you're so rich and you're so famous, and then like sometimes it's like it's a lot of pressure, right? Like they expect you always to give and to have like this type of look and this type of lifestyle, and then it's like you're supposed to keep up, but you can't keep up sometimes.
Yeah. So I think the best thing to do is just focus on yourself. Focus on what you're doing, and
Yeah.
don't worry about them.
Yeah,
Because I myself, as a beauty pageant company, I feel like I'm not on that level. Okay, because they expect you to be up on there,
Yeah.
but you have to start from the ground up.
Yes.
And so I'm focusing on my own pageant. I don't worry about so and so is doing better than me, whatever, but I am a public service. My concentration are for these young women, elevate them,
Yeah.
okay, to be fabulous inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we should explain what is fabulous inside out. Let me hear you.
Oh, you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I didn't know I had an interview session here.
I have to go back to you.
Actually, in the very beginning, actually at the Ellen, I did have a little bit judgmental ideas, but I think over time, like I got to meet you, and then like we
Get to
spent a
know
lot
me,
of
yeah.
time, like personal time together, and I'm like, okay, my heart is for Ate Ellen. Like she really does have a good heart. Sometimes the pressure's too heavy that maybe sometimes it causes us to come off differently because of the pressures, but I know it's not easy. But find your fabulous inside and out. For me, I guess like for me, I just wanted actually, because during that time, I kind of said my testimony last time about how like I got into the pageant world. So for me, because I was going through a lot of stuff and I just wanted God to heal certain things that I was going through. I wasn't thinking about like, oh, being successful. I wasn't thinking about being on top or beating the other girls or being number one. All I wanted for myself, because I knew there was things that were messed up in my personal life that I wanted God to fix. So when I got into the pageant world, all I wanted out of it was, God, just fix my life. That's it. And then little did I know I was going to start getting recognized for different things. And then I guess whatever the idea of success is, I guess like I was starting to reach that. And for me, I felt like I found my fabulous by like everything that the pageant offered me was also like, I want to say like my breakthrough for all of the other stuff. So just me being able to be free from like all the stuff that I went through, that was my fabulous. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not the glitz and glamour. I'm talking about like the personal stuff that was being like thrown at me. Like this was my overcoming season. So this pageant was really a blessing in disguise.
Thank
In
you
a
so
different way.
much.
Of
Yes.
Of course. How you
And
find
me,
your fabulous?
I'm finding my fabulous also doing this pageant. And it makes me happy to see someone that will find their fabulous. So it's like a coming out from,
Coming out the closet.
coming out the closet.
At the Ellen.
Yeah, I was a very shy girl. I used to wear dresses up to here, turtleneck. I don't want to show anything.
Yeah,
I
now she
wear
shows
long
everything.
sleeves. No,
It's not beauty and brains, it's beauty and boobs.
yeah. Censor. But anyway, yeah, it helps a lot. And sometimes I have to hold myself back because my fabulousness is really up there. And I have to hold
Yeah.
it back. I have to hold it back and be more humble about it.
Yeah. I think that's my problem too, right? Cuz like I said before, like I gone through a lot of stuff. So when something good happens to me, sometimes I'm like, well, in the beginning I'm like, "Oh, thank you God, like you protected me," right? But then sometimes my ego gets in the way, like, "Oh, all those people who talk down on me, this is what you get. This is karma for you. You get what's coming to you." So sometimes when I catch myself like that, where my ego gets in the way, and then like the people who put me down before, I want to put down now. But there's actually one time at the Ellen, you actually like kind of shine some light into my head. I didn't tell you, but
Ooh, I want to know.
you're like a candle. Whoa. It burns, and when it doesn't want to flame, it just dies out. Just kidding. But there's one time I believe, because at the Ellen, I know you get a lot of heat from other business owners, but it's okay. We have our learning season.
Yeah.
But I remember I forgot exactly like what was the situation, but I knew somebody was talking behind your back, right? And I think you're aware of that too. And then you said something like, "Oh, like something about like, oh, when we're up there, we could help them out too," right? The fact that Ate Ellen even said or had it in her head like we could help them out too when we're up there, like I was like, oh, that was very humbling, because for me it was like a learning moment for me, because for me I was like, no, these people did me wrong. When I'm up there, you stay down there, that's like my bitterness. But at the Ellen, you said that, I was like, you're right. Like, if God puts us up here, we should be helping each other, supporting one another. We should be really, like, it's all a learning lesson. Even the people who's ahead of you in life, they're learning too. And sometimes we want to, like, we always think that they're correct, and we just want to follow them. And then they say something that we prove wrong later, and then we hold it against them sometimes. But we're all in a learning lesson. We're on a learning journey. We're all learning here, no matter how successful you are in your career or whatever it is. But
I think a lot of us has bitterness. I have them too growing up.
yeah,
And even nowadays, I have it too. I still have it.
yeah.
But this helps me to keep pursuing my mission, my goal. So if somebody's pulling you down because of the mental crab mentality, ooh, you just kind of like push them down too to get up there, But at the meantime, you have to pull them up at the.
Yeah.
So it's a give and take,
Yeah.
Push them down so you can go up there. But then once you're up there, you can pull them up, right?
Well,
So
I was thinking
how
about
is that
pushing
work?
them down.
Well, because you're climbing up,
I think because I think sometimes that is true. Like pick them up, because sometimes, right, I have to like readjust myself. Okay, how would God want me to handle this? So I'm like, okay, let's just be humble and lift each other up, right? But maybe we don't put each other down. But maybe what we can do is, I think sometimes we have the pressure, right? And we want to help. We want to try to figure out and make sure that these people are thinking right of us. But sometimes we can't. We can't always have everybody think correct about us. So sometimes we just have to not worry about them, and then just stay focused on your goal, and don't worry about whose ever's feelings are being hurt. But you have to always make sure your intentions are good. So that's something I always have to think about, like God always says he looks at the heart, right? He doesn't look at what may seem like this or that to other people. So that's why sometimes I have to check my intentions, right? Even if it looks bad to other people, as long as your intentions are good, it will all work out later. That's why I do think like that is true what you said about all of us. We do have bitterness, and it comes out of insecurities. This is why I really do believe people, the way they act, whether they're prideful or whether life sucks or whatever, is it came out of like some type of insecurity. So that's my opinion. What you think about that, Ellen?
Well, like I said, bitterness pull you through. um, your experience as a young girl, you don't want that to happen to anyone, so you just kind of like help them out.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the beauty pageant is a perfect platform for the young women out there, even old. That's why I have the older, age group
Yeah.
for the pageant, because I want somebody's dreaming to be up on the stage and experience what beauty pageant is all about. That's why I got into it. I was already on that downhill age,
Nah.
but I still went ahead and experience it, and I said, oh, so this is how it feels on the stage. Everybody's looking at me and I'm doing all my walk and everything and just feeling pretty on the stage. And after that, wow, it's a good feeling. Now that's out of my list, bucket list.
Bucket list.
Yeah,
That's
so now
good.
I'm doing it for someone to experience it too.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
good. Actually, I guess I didn't realize until now, like growing up, I always just seen like the elders or the older people. They're just like, I guess I wasn't really aware of their feelings, if that makes sense. Or
Yeah.
I just think like, oh, they take care of their family. They like staying at home, they're retired, but
Yeah.
then as I get older, like I'm doing all of these events, and actually all of the people there, they're all in their like 60s, 50s, 70s, right, at these events that I go to. And then I feel like there is a need for our elders, that they still want to feel like they still got it, that they
Yes.
still are capable, that they're still strong, that they're still good looking, that they could still
They
be
can feel
attractive.
fabulous.
Yes.
Feel fabulous.
It's-
So
yeah.
so our beauty pageant is all about that, and in mixture with the brain and beauty. So it's diversity. So it's all about who got the best performance on the stage. Doesn't matter if you're beauty and brain, doesn't matter if you're rich and poor. The stage is the final cut. You know what I mean? So when you're on the stage, bring out your best.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why we train you to do all this. And if you can do better to what we train you, that's even better.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, because the stage is where they judge you. I'm like, oh my God, she have all this confidence. She's brave. She have the self-love, because you will glow on the stage. And that's what makes me happy when I see somebody like that.
Aw,
You know?
that makes me happy.
Yeah, it's, oh my gosh. With all this training that we do and see someone graduate on the stage, oh, we can call it different ways being on the stage.
Yeah.
And no, whatever it is, it just makes me happy to see that.
So I used to help with the mentoring for the girls. So I got to see the girls from day one, where some of them are nervous. They never wore
Yes.
heels. I never wore heels, you guys, until this pageant. I didn't know you have to train and watch YouTube and all this. You should
Yes,
train.
we have all that stuff.
But it's crazy, because if you're not in the pageant world, what I realized, so I remember when I competed, my sisters, they were just in the crowd, and then my sisters were amazed of how, like, the support there. She said, you know what makes this crowd different is that everybody is supportive and they're hyping each other up. So I think that's very important if you're trying to pursue your dreams, is to have like the right people rooting for you. Because this is what I learned, because before I got into all of this, let's say if I was singing before, right, and I was singing on like stages, people would, there's gonna be people that's like, oh, she's not even that good enough, right? Even though I'm not even trying to like make sure I'm approved by you, I'm just singing for my own enjoyment.
Yes.
But then when you get into like the entertainment world, it taught me a lot of stuff, because everybody here is just trying to pursue what they want. It doesn't mean that they're the best. It doesn't mean that they're popping. It just means that they're trying to pursue their dreams, and then opportunities are given to them, so they want to put in their best foot forward. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's the same thing with pageantry, because I'm not comfortable walking, and then there's a specific walk that you do with when you're on stage, whether you're modeling or whether you're doing pageantry, and it's very like confident. Like when you walk like you own the whole place. That's how it is. I feel uncomfortable doing that. So when I walk regularly in a regular setting, I'm just to myself. I'm not trying to get attention. But when you walk in the pageant world, the eyes are on you, so you have to fix kind of like your mentality when you walk. And then I remember when I was training in the very beginning, I was like, no, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm trying to show off, right? Or look like somebody who is like better than everybody else. And then the girl that was training me, she told me, you have to have the mindset that you are good enough. You can't have the mindset like, oh, I'm too shy. People are going to be judging me. Because when you're shy and you're like that, you're holding yourself back. But when you know that like you own it or that you're trying to develop, you put in your best foot, and you just have to like get all the negativity out, and it's really a mental game. You'll go as far as your mind lets you go. That's how successful you'll be at anything if you just don't think about what other people says.
Yeah, because other people will think that you are just showing off.
Yes.
But actually, you're just doing it for yourself, that I
Yes.
can do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I can walk the stage. I can, showcase myself.
Mm-hmm.
And at the meantime, you're being courageous, you're being confident, and you're showing your self-love.
That is true. Self-love.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There was a girl that competed with us. She never wore heels. And I remember her tripping on the heels are they're high. They're intimidating, you guys. My foot was numb for 3 months after the pageant. That's a long time.
I have leg cramps all the time.
So drink a lot of water. So she fell a lot of times, but the fact that she still kept on doing it, because if somebody else was seeing this on the outside, they'll laugh at her and they'll say she's not meant for the stage, and they'll laugh at her. Who does this girl think she is, right? And she's tripping with the heels. And then what I loved about the environment when you're more into this is that everybody who was surrounding her, they made sure that she was okay. They're like, no, it's okay. Like they make sure that she knew how to walk. They still got her up because they know the pressure of it. But if this was like a whole nother crowd, people would, put down the girl or put down anybody that's pursuing what they're doing. But other than that,
there's so many things that we can talk about.
I know.
Pageantry.
Mm-hmm. Or love life.
The pageantry, there's also, in every pageant, they also have problems.
Yeah.
But I don't even know anything about any problems out there until somebody tells me. But then, why worry about them?
Yeah, that's
I have
true.
to worry about mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the pageantry has different mission and goals.
Mm-hmm.
Mine
That's
is
true.
Fabulous Inside Out. So.
Mm-hmm.
So girls, I'm just telling you, if you want to help yourself, actually, you have to help yourself too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. You can depend on other people to carry you. Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be in the pageant and your parents is holding you back, you have to tell your parents, hey, Mom, I want to do this. And if you're a parent and your daughter don't want to be in this, you tell them, hey, try this.
Yeah.
It might change their life. So it's a win-win situation on both, but the parents and the daughter has to kind of like encourage each other.
How important is it for parents to be involved?
It's very important because, first of all, the kids don't know how to drive. They cannot take themselves. They're young kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're shy and things like that. But if you don't encourage them, they're going to remain shy the whole time, all their life. So it's a give and take.
I think there's like a lot of parents who thinks pageantry is a joke, like, you know what I'm saying? So they put down the idea. And actually anybody, like when kids, they say, oh, I want to be a basketball player, or I want to be an actor when I grow up and stuff like that. I think there's like this idea from parents that you have to have something serious, and they don't really see how powerful pageantry is. So they think that it's just for fun and games. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, that's what That's how I think about it too. Growing
Fun
up.
and games. No, it's okay. Me too.
Actually,
I thought about it like that.
actually, growing up, I'm watching all this Miss Universe and think like Gloria Diaz during my time. Ooh.
During your time, how old are you?
But anyway, I think pageantry is only for the rich people
Mm-hmm.
because pageantry costs a lot of money to do it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, a lot of pageantry are helping you out to be
Yeah.
up there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what the result would be until you try it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if you're struggling, reach out
Mm-hmm,
because you don't know what's out
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, somebody might want to sponsor you.
Yeah, that's
Somebody might want to provide for you.
true. Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is that you have the desire to do it. You have the desire to change your lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
your whatever your feelings that you have there. You have the desire to come out. You have the desire to do charity, mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot because pageantry is not just that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And you experience that, right?
Yeah, that's very true because in the beginning, the pageant was like getting invited to all these different events. So when I did it, I was thinking this is part of my responsibility. So I was just doing my job of going there and representing a pageant like at the Ellen told me to, and then next you know all these other people, they're approaching me to want to work with me. And then also you guys, like I have a really big heart to help businesses out, like because I had my own small business when I first started with the pageant. So I knew all my friends who has other businesses, I wanted to help them and support them. And then when I was starting to work with other businesses who are more established, it was just more of like I got to practice the things that I enjoy when it comes to business, and I got to showcase that. And you're not thinking that's what you're going to do. You're just thinking you're here to represent the pageants. That's it. And then people wants to connect with you. So that was like my field. Some of you guys have other fields. Like maybe you guys would want to get into medical field. And then maybe a doctor there, they like you so much. They like how you carry yourself and you're educated. And then for all I know, they offer you a job. You guys, I got offered jobs from the government. I'm not even finished with my degree. Do you get what I'm saying? It's because of them witnessing me through this pageant. And so it's stuff like that. So
and your speaking ability,
oh, thank you.
your face, your aura. Right.
Thank you. But that's what I'm saying, how powerful this pageantry is. It's not just glitz and glamour. There's other people, they want to get into like social work, and then they get involved in the community service. They get involved into community service, and they help out like families and stuff. And you know, that opens a lot of doors for you guys. So
Yeah, and most important thing is you're enjoying what you're doing, and that you have a purpose in life. Okay, your platform. That's why pageantry is more like, what's your platform? Then you talk about it, and then you pursue. I would like to have volunteer work, but sometimes people can't do that. But you can do it on your own as well. You know, you have to help yourself to be out there.
that is true. And I know people think like, oh, you're supposed to be rich doing this. This is how you're going to make it. Honestly, you guys, I made it so far, and I didn't even put that much money into this. And like at the Ellen and I were just talking about like how what's the word? Frugal, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Like
We are frugal.
we're very frugal, you guys. Like
Because with the money that we spend in beauty pageant, we can use that
Yes.
to buy brand name shoes, brand name purse. But
she's into brand names. I'm not into
no,
brand
I'm
names.
not. I'm not into brand name.
We did our makeup, right? Because people will spend lots of money on makeup, like what, 60 to 100, right?
Yeah.
And then we were just talking about like how people spend so much money, high end
Products.
products, right? You guys, my lashes, they're from 99-cent store, okay? This outfit is from Ate Ellen. She gave it to me. She said it doesn't fit me no more. Here. So there you go. That's how. And they were from a business I was helping out, and they just gave it to me for free. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you have a kind heart, people will want to pour into kind people. Yeah, I didn't spend any. This was 50 cents for 99-cent store. That was how much this whole
They're
thing
not
looks.
99 anymore. It's 109.
Oh yeah. It's
Price
no
went
longer.
up.
But yeah, what other experiences or downfalls or troubles have you experienced or through the girls or
it's just-
pageant world?
Reaching out to contestants, reaching out to parents.
Mm-hmm.
Negativity from parents and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Negativity from contestant herself. But just keep pushing, because the people that you're helping, they're gonna come out and they're just gonna be glowing
Yeah.
with success.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's all up to you too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot have the same. You cannot have the same result for everyone.
Everybody. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So
Mhm. So when is your next casting call at the Ellen? What are these events? She has a lot of events, you guys.
yes, I do. Since we are beauty pageant, we teach the girls how to walk, the pageant walk, and we do fashion show as well. So we teach the girls how to do fashion walk.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say the differences between the two. Fashion is all about showcasing the dress or the outfit or the designer's outfit, and pageantry is all about showcasing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the two different things, and I think you will enjoy more when you're showcasing yourself. I
Yes.
think.
Yeah,
Don't you
that's
think
true.
so?
It's very true. Yeah.
Yeah, because hello.
It's myself. Duh. when are
I always
they?
enjoy watching you anyway.
Oh, thank you. You too. You know, she walks around sometimes like she in the middle of nowhere. She's doing her own fashion walk. I said, "Oh my gosh, this girl! This is at the Ellen. This is at the Ellen."
Anywhere you can do it.
Yeah, we're walking at the grocery store. This girl, she does a turn and then a flip. And so when are the events going on?
Okay, we have one coming up that is called Las Vegas Fashion Week.
Fun.
Fabulous Las Vegas Fashion Week.
Congrats.
And that's going to be in August 5. So if you want to be a fashion model on that or a designer to be featured in that fashion show, reach out to us. And then the pageant, of course, is September 3. Oh, some good news that I have. Since we've been doing pageantry since 2017, we are now the recruiters for Miss Nevada USA. So
Congrats.
it's a little bit too late for this year, 2023. They're having the Miss Nevada USA at Westgate. But if you want to be in it in 2024, you have to join the pageant for this year. So September 3.
September 3.
We are crowning the Miss Fabulous Las Vegas. We are crowning Miss Silver State USA.
Wow.
And Miss Las Vegas USA. It says USA because this USA is for Miss Nevada USA, and then whoever wins the Miss Nevada USA will continue on to Miss USA, and then whoever wins the Miss USA will continue on to Miss Universe.
Did you guys understand that?
It's a lot.
USA. I'm Filipino. What do you want from me? Just kidding.
We have a pageant for you too.
Yeah, there's a lot of pageants, a lot of fashion shows, a lot of different events that At the Ellen has. So
Yes.
check out their website, find them on Facebook, find them on Instagram, and reach out to them, you guys.
Yes.
Other than that, do you want to say anything else before we close off?
Okay. Oh, wow. Is it about that time? We sure had a good time.
Yeah. Oh, good
Okay,
time. All the
my
time.
phone number is 702-881-8702. Text me because sometimes I don't answer the phone. Text is better. actually, because there's so
She's
many.
single, you guys. Now you know her number.
Oh, no. And then the website is MissFabulous.pageants.com. Or reach out to Maiekayla.
Oh wow, I like how you throw it. Okay, you guys can reach out to me. Just send me a message on Facebook. I won't give my number. But Maiekayla.kanai, and then Instagram is Maiekayla. All right, you guys.
Thank you
Until
so much
next
for
time.
listening, y'all.
Thank you.
PHLV Radio.
Yes, thank you to the whole PHLV family. Thank you, Kuya Johan.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys.